the West Coast's premier podcast network.
Did you hear what she said?
Did you know?
What? I heard.
Man.
Oh, no, he didn't.
For real?
Street girl, yes. She was working in the street. And you and everybody else listening.
That's crazy.
Hey, this is Nita Beee. Talks with Nita Beee. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio,
the West Coast's premier podcast network.
Hi, and happy Thursday, and welcome to Talks with Nita Beee right here live in Oceanside, World Tuned Radio. I'm so excited because I have sitting next to me, oh my God, I have sitting next to me, and we're live, y'all. So anything that happens, I can't take it back. I have sitting next to me this awesome, amazing, phenomenal, beautiful, talented young lady, Miss Celeste Butler. Please help me welcome her to Talks with Nita Beee on a Thursday. Miss Celeste, hi.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
I'm excited to be here.
This is exclusive because I'm just going to go on and shoot it out. So on Sundays, ABC at 8 p.m., you need to watch American Idol because this young lady is bopping and popping and singing, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. Okay.
No, I'm like, your energy is so infectious. I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm trying like, hey, wait, Celeste, because
we done had church,
right.
Had
no Bible study. We blessed the room,
yes,
so y'all are blessed with us. It's fine.
So let's get right into it, Celeste. This is our first time meeting, so you would swear that we know each other before this. I sent her a text early this morning. Because I figured if I'm up, everybody else will know. And she sent me the most awesome text back. This is the day that the Lord has made. LOL. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And I'll see you at 7:00 p.m.
Wait, why'd you have to remember the LOL? But I really did. I was like, you about to get this word today.
I gotta be factual. I gotta be factual. I forget what I wrote. I was like, hello, beautiful, awesome. Yes. Look at this. Oh, girl, you better come on. Girl, entertainer and entrepreneur.
Y'all did that? Look at the little arrangement of it. Yes, vertical photos on the side, horizontal in the middle. Okay, I see y'all. Graphic design.
Chris and Ryan Parks. Amazing.
On it.
Amazing. They probably kind of a little mad at me for being late today, but we
all take that on the
girl, we are syncing. If only we could do shoe cam like Wendy. Shoe cam.
No, but really, those are cute though. Those are cute. You have the next level though, because you have the little ankle situation going on.
Ankle,
so I need to upgrade.
Yeah, girl, this is
inspiration.
This is like the old folk kind of.
Oh,
that's why I said the shoe cam. I was like the shoe cam.
Yeah, they can't see. You know, baby, I have a dress on, so baby, I'm you may see some you don't want to see. So I'm just gonna keep my feet with this right now. Where they are. But
like,
well, okay. How about we'll take a picture of them and we'll post them on social media.
Yeah, I don't have shoe cam, but we have sparkles and we are matching and we in sync, honey. We are in sync. Celeste, oh my gosh. Okay. Bring it on down, girl. Bring it on down.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh in the mic. I haven't twerked Celeste,
and I haven't twerked this week, so let me get my little twerk in.
All right, go sis. I'm gonna be a hype person.
So tell the viewers, who is Celeste Butler? Who are you?
Ooh, that's such a deep. We just going.
Girl, I read the bio. I was like, what?
No, I would say that I am a believer. I think that is the best way to just sum it all up. Like, I am a believer in Christ.
Yeah.
He is the head of my life.
Girl, come on. We having church again, baby. Pass the offering bucket around.
Glory.
Yes.
Amen. Yes, but I'm a believer. I believe in the goodness of people.
Yes.
And I think in a lot of the spheres that I work, you can often see maybe some of the not so great moments that people have. But yes.
But something about you. The celebrities always say that.
Yeah. Right. And honestly, like, I get it. I get what they're saying because it's true. You can really, our energy clicks immediately.
Yeah.
But honestly, I also think that is the Christ in us. And so even if people call it something different, I know.
Yeah, we know what it is.
Yeah.
Because, we recognize spirit identifies with spirit.
Yes.
Spirit recognize spirit, honey.
Real recognize real.
And we got the Holy Spirit.
Glory. His name is worthy to be praised.
Yes. So, you are an entertainer, an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You do just about everything, an advocate, in the community. So let's talk a little bit about, girl. You better work that. You better work
It's
that.
the
They
photos for
can't see
me.
my face of how my expression is, but I'm just like, I cannot believe that I'm sitting right. You're sitting right
No. The honor
here.
is all mine.
Oh, thank
Truly.
you. Thank
Truly, it's a blessing. And I
you.
mean, honestly, after the year that we have all had, all the
Yes.
things we have all
Been
communally
through.
experienced, yes, it's
Yes.
genuinely a blessing to even be here. You know, we got our 6 feet situation, but it's a
Yeah,
blessing to
yeah,
be here in
yeah,
person and to have these
yeah.
conversations. So
Exactly. And I like to shed on positive, ordinary people, which she's not ordinary. And I'm not just saying this because you are an entertainer and whatnot, but your spirit. And again, we have to talk about that. I mean, there's some people that you meet and you're like, oh, hello, and I'm going to interview you, and and you have a good time. But before the cameras came on, we were acting up, and it was just like, really, it's so pleasant to be, like how you said, the pandemic is happening and people need more kindness, more love, and
mhm.
it's what you are displaying. And I'm trying to get to who you
No.
are and your bio and whatnot.
Oh,
But
that's the
and
most meaningful to me too. So
yeah,
thank you for saying
yeah,
that.
you're welcome. And
Thank you.
it's factual, it's real. The Lord know I'm telling the truth.
She said, I ain't
Okay.
coming to play with
I
these people
ain't telling
today.
no truth.
They gonna
I
know.
ain't telling no story. I'm telling the truth, the honest to God truth. So let's start with you and the media. You and being an entertainer, singer. I like to say
Yes.
singer.
Yes.
Gifted. You are gifted with the gift. And I did say that I wanted to ask you to sing a little something, but don't feel pressure. Just
She's like,
because
we
we
just gonna
on
throw that out
TV.
there. We gonna see. We
Yeah,
gonna see
we
how we
just
feeling. We
don't
may get a
don't
little
don't
surprise a little bit
don't
later.
feel pressured, because you on TV and so. But how did you know that you had a gift to sing? Because a lot of people say, I was 2 years old in the mirror singing. How did
Yeah.
you know?
Unfortunately, my memory doesn't stretch back to 2 years old, but but no, honestly, it's a funny story though, because growing up in church,
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a Pentecostal church
Ooh,
specifically.
ooh, with them
So
skirts.
yeah,
You better have them down to that
that's what I'm saying.
ankle.
I said I'm gonna keep my legs right down
No
here. We
shoe
are not.
cam,
We
honey,
going
child. You better keep them to the ankle. The Pentecostal
exactly.
don't be
No, it's
playing.
true. It's true.
Mm,
But everyone around me could sing,
mm-hmm,
and the musicians were incredible. The
mm-hmm.
music itself was so rich and
Yeah,
incredible
yeah,
that I literally figured that everyone could sing. I thought
yeah,
that everyone had a voice. I
yeah.
mean, every member of my church, my family
Uh-huh.
is all very musical. They
Yeah.
can all sing.
Oh,
So I just figured,
wow.
oh yeah, this is just what you do to praise the
Right.
Lord.
This
Like
is
that's why we have a
natural.
voice, of course.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I was 10 years old
Uh,
that a friend of mine was auditioning for a local theater, Moonlight Youth Theater, which is
okay.
now it's in Vista.
Oh,
And
okay.
so she was auditioning for their production of Peter Pan.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, okay, they're doing like a nice little show. Let me see
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that. Okay, you
yeah.
have to get your little number together and audition.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
was like, I think I'm gonna do Listen by Beyonce. And they were like, you would think maybe Tomorrow by Annie, like maybe, just something.
Right,
10
right.
years old. Okay, but I was like, no, I'm doing Listen.
It's a hard
But
life. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
okay, we're gonna come back to
Yes.
that.
Okay.
But and so I was practicing because also I wasn't really supposed to have seen that movie. It was PG-13, right?
Oh,
So I was
Pentecostal.
like,
Going back
exactly.
to.
So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna practice in the bathroom when
Yeah.
like my parents are not here,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna just tell them that I'm auditioning. I'm gonna let
Right.
them
Right.
know,
Yeah.
right? My sister heard me singing Listen in the bathroom, and she was like, Celeste, you have a voice. Like
Oh
you
my
genuinely have a
God.
gift. And I was so
Yes.
scared. I was like,
Yes.
wait, but don't tell mom and
Right.
dad. Like, don't
Right.
tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they found out and took me to the audition, and I ended up getting
Wait. Now, when
cast.
you say found out, your parents
My
found out about
parents
it.
found out.
Oh, and they knew you were singing. Listen. Listen.
Yes, they knew I was singing
Oh, okay.
Listen.
Okay.
But they were like, hey, she doesn't even know what this song is talking about.
God is
So
good.
that's
Thank you,
fine.
Jesus, for your grace,
Right, the
Lord.
protection, the hand of
Yes,
protection was on my
Jesus.
life. Okay. But
Praise you.
no, since then, so I got cast
Mhm.
as like Indian number 4, and it was my breakout moment.
Oh,
I just
wow.
knew that once the choreography would
Yeah.
bring me to the front of the stage,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
deal. It was a done deal.
And so after you did that, speeding up, how did you? Oh my gosh! Because I mean, I wrote out, my little in
Oh,
my
it's
margins.
my life's story.
It is, girl, creative visionary. talk about that, because you are an artist in your own right. And as when I see you differently. So when when I say different, because I talked to you,
Yes.
and I'm forever telling people, like, God is gonna do this and God is gonna do, but you can see it. You can't tell somebody something that you don't see.
Mm.
And I see that you're gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? That God is gonna open doors for you, girl. We gonna go to church route.
Look, I
We gonna
receive
go
it.
to
Claim
church
it. Claim it. I receive it.
route.
I'm bringing the blessings
Yeah,
down.
she like, you know
Yes,
what?
I'm catching all of
Let
those.
this
Yes,
aura
Lord.
flow. Let it flow. Let it flow.
No,
No, but
it's true.
seriously, if you just look at you, Celeste, like if you could step outside of you and just see the awesome and amazing person that you are, with your personality, with your talent, and it's just going to take you places, because you have that it factor. I don't know if somebody's ever told you that. I'm
Yeah.
sure they have.
No,
But
I
really,
genuinely appreciate that, because honestly, it's so funny because most of my conversations always end up pointing back to Christ.
yeah,
And it's like, I'm not someone that's like trying to force the word
Yeah.
into someone's
you
life.
just
I'm not
can't
trying
help
to
it.
right. Whatever you believe, that's beautiful. But
Yeah.
genuinely in my path and in my life's journey,
Come
that's
on.
been the constant. And so
Yes,
I think when
yes.
people ask, like, well, how? Honestly, I don't
Yeah.
have an answer of like, I mean, of course, you put in the work, you put in the time, there's
mhm.
sacrifice and there's hurdles
Yeah.
and etc. Yes, but I think
Hard
that's in
work.
any
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
That is life
Come
in
on.
general.
Come
So
on. Come on.
honestly, I think the thing that has made the difference
Mhm.
genuinely has been the foundation of Christ. So
Keep him first,
I
and all
just
things shall be added unto you.
add them, Lord, add them.
See how we doing? See how we doing? Now, the creative visionary, talk about that. You're a visionary. What do you envision? Because my questions are going to go all over the place.
Yes.
But what do you envision for yourself? What do you envision?
I envision just being able to bring communities and peoples and bodies together
Mhm.
through the avenues of entertainment,
Yeah.
entrepreneurship, and advocacy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like really my purpose is to help bring bring unity, I guess you could
Mhm.
say, or like
Mhm.
bring peace, or just create platforms where there
Yeah.
can be conversations for
Yes.
shared
Yes.
understanding and for
Yes.
empathy. And
Yes.
I think a lot of the times there's almost like a demonization of differences, but I think that there is so much beauty in differences.
Mhm.
And I think that through my music or through my ventures, through events, whatever
Through your
I'm doing at the time,
acting.
right, through whatever it
Yes.
is, I think that just
Yes.
shining a light on the beauty of difference and
Yes.
how
In the
all
darkness
yes
of people being,
yes
hurt and just don't have a platform, like how you say, and you are that platform. And again, I'm coming back to, because I'm visualizing
Mhm.
how God is just going to use you as a vessel to,
Mhm.
to just open doors for other people that are hurting.
Yes.
And I want to use like the celebrities. These people worship them and like, oh my God, oh my God. But I see you doing something totally different, even in the ministry, the gospel.
Mhm.
Which, let's bring it to the let's
Oh,
bring it
okay.
to the
We
did I read correctly when Diana Ross, Shaka Khan,
oh
Esperanza Spalding
Ye-
from the Hollywood Bowl?
yes.
Um, do I need to say anymore? I mean, let's
Honestly,
talk about that. Look how the God.
no.
God, you did
Yeah.
that. You
Okay.
did that.
Yeah. Those I can expound upon. So with
Okay.
Shaka Khan, it's just so funny too how there's a whole little situation with Shaka Khan.
Mhm.
And that same year,
Mhm.
my 5th grade year, I ended up that same friend. Honestly, Teva,
Wow.
if you are watching,
Give
I don't
her a
even know
shout
if you
out.
know about all of these experiences, but you were the one, sis. You were the one.
What's
It
her
was
name? Give her a shout out.
Teva Needleman. I'm gonna find you on
Girl,
social media and I'm gonna let you know
you are a
because
gem. Thank
literally,
you.
she was the one who let me know about Moonlight Youth Theater. And
Uh-huh.
also at her birthday party, they ended up playing "Ain't Nobody" by Shaka
Ain't
Khan.
nobody. I was gonna say that. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Shaka Shaka. You have to say it.
Right,
I had
all
to
of them,
get it out.
just throw them all
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Oh my
And so I
gosh.
was like, what in the world is this?
Yeah.
And
Pentecostal.
why have I not known about this before?
Pentecostal.
So that just kind of sent me
Girl.
down a rabbit hole. I was like, okay, wow, Shaka, okay, funk, okay, Motown, okay,
Yeah,
soul,
yeah.
okay. And it all just started coming together.
Yeah.
But then my freshman year at USC, they
Y'all
ended
hear
up-
that? Do y'all USC? Y'all better come on and grasp this thing.
Where we
Oh
go.
my gosh.
We'll get to that.
Because
part,
when
but-
I first heard about it, I said,
Yeah, fight on.
Girl,
Fight on.
Girl, my
Fight
sister
on.
girl. She is doing it at USC.
Yeah, that's a whole nother testimony, but we may get there. Okay, so my freshman year, while I was there, they ended up doing a master class with the Grammys and the Songwriters Hall of Fame, where they were going to be bringing Shaka Khan to the class, and they did this. They selected 5 students out of Thornton School of Music to actually perform for her. And then at the end, we were able to invite her up, and she sang with us, and it was a whole shebang. So she like gave feedback, after the performance and just different things. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is genuinely the person who like ushered me into like contemporary music. So, and she was, the fabulous Shaka Khan that she is,
fabulous.
queen.
Yes, she is. Yes.
And then fast forward this past year with No Peace, which I'm sure we may talk about at some point. The single that we put out, the music producer, Jacob Martin, ended up getting Andrew Goucher to play bass, who was Shaka Khan's musical director for 10 years. So
now, that's like, nobody but God that connected all of that together.
Saying.
And we never know how God works. And so we say that God works in mysterious ways.
Exhibit A.
That's one. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh. So were you nervous at all, or were you just thinking like walking up saying, this is Shaka Khan, I'm gonna do this, she gonna hear me, and she gonna give me some feedback, and then I'm done?
Like, I thought that I was gonna be nervous. I thought out of anyone, I would be really nervous to sing for her, just because she meant so much, like her music meant so much to me.
Gosh.
But it was interesting because I really had such a peace about it. And I think it's because I'd listened to her so much and I'd watched interviews, and I was so connected to her that it felt familiar. Yes. I was like, hey, Shaka girl. Like, I had my little glass at the time, like I didn't have my contacts yet, so I had my glass. I'm gonna just I'm gonna see you right now. Let me put these down. I'm singing and I'm putting them back on. Is that cool? Okay. Like,
I'm trying to look cute over here squinting,
Exactly. So no, I was like, wow. And she just was, they say like there's ups and downs days, but that she was like, yes, we love you, this is amazing, thank you for doing she was so cool.
Wow, I am blown away. Diana Ross, Miss Ross,
Miss Ross,
yes,
and she still got it.
I know.
Still,
I ain't even gonna throw out how old I think she is, but old girl is bad to the
she's
bone.
Literally heels out, like bog everything,
baby, and just
yes.
I used to love to wear my hair like her.
I'm like goals.
Oh wow,
just goals. And I mean, the way that you imagine Diana Ross to be. It's like she floats on air. I mean, she walks into so this
commands the attention of the
like
room.
Literally she came in and she's so kind because we were a choir behind her. So there's probably about 25 of us, sopranos, alto tenors. We learned the music, and she surprised us like by coming to the rehearsal. It was like a random weekday night, and she literally came. She had her little yoga pants on, a little shawl, her hair as fabulous as Diana Ross is, and she was just like, she just kind of floated in the room. It was like, thank you all so much for being a part of the show with me. She stayed there. She stayed there for a while.
Yes, I figured her to be sassy and classy, but she will check you at the same time.
Okay, then that's true, because once we got on the stage at the Hollywood Bowl,
she said, hold on, that is true now.
She's like, I'm gonna be sweet, but like also I know what I want, and I need to make sure that's executed, because she sees what she wants. So I remember one instance in particular, there was a flower arrangement that she wanted in like the front of the stage. And so, we're on there getting like things sorted out. We're going over the choreography and And so she's out there checking her mic, and she's like, talking, and thank you this, thank you that, and the orchestra. And then she's like, but where are the flowers? She's like, where are the flowers?
Oh, wow.
And just that, like, people started running around.
Okay, that's Miss Ross. You better get it together.
Yes, whoever's job it was, figure it out.
Figure it out real quick. Get fired. Up in there. Upside down your turn. I was listening to that actually on my way, because I was like, this young lady has met, like, I got a chance to meet, but it's not about me.
No,
but I got a chance to meet the First Lady, Michelle Obama. And and she was just like how you said, she was just so normal and and just like down to earth, and was saying her and Barack, and I was like, because I was like, I know y'all married Miss Obama, but that's my man. Barack, he is fine.
I'm gonna let you have him, but I do have him as well.
Right? Yes. Yeah, she was like, I ain't sharing nothing, no. But she was really awesome and sweet, and she told me, she said, you're a Black girl and you rock. Like, so I just kept with that.
Man, I just love
Yeah.
that. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's what it's about. You
Yeah,
know?
it is.
It's like,
Encouraging one another.
yes,
Yeah.
because each person has had someone along their path to kind of usher them into
Yeah.
the next space.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, you
Exactly.
gotta, that's the circle of life.
And Black excellence. Like, we
Yes.
have to talk about that because, Black women are always putting one another down. Some Black women, this is disclaimers. I'm talking about some Black women are always putting one another down and not saying, I'm up here. Come on, sis, grab my hand. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So when Celeste is up there, she gonna be like, "Come on, Nita Bee."
No, look, I'm trying to be like, Nita, pull me up, sis.
I'm like, no, but we need to encourage one another like that.
Yes.
And it's really awesome how you talk about Miss Shaka Khan and Miss Diana
Yes.
Ross, how they, they came in as themselves and they didn't put this persona on.
Yes.
Just like Celeste came in here, girl, she is doing her.
No, really, but I feel like it's really a testament to them being secure in themselves and just understanding that. I mean, even if you're not the person to help someone up, if it's God's purpose for them to be in that space, they're going to be there anyway. So do you want to be remembered as the person who tried to stop them?
Can't nobody stop what the Lord has for you. I was told that today. I was told that in the parking lot today.
Confirmation.
What God have for you can't nobody take it away. Go ahead.
You go, come on now. Look, I'm trying to keep it right here. You got me doing the rock.
She gonna run around here. She gonna run. She gonna move this mic and be like, you know what? Nita Bee show has rated to the top.
They're gonna be like, whoa, World Tune Radio.
I don't mind. Shoot, go ahead,
Exactly.
honey child. Just don't fall. Don't fall.
Look, got these boots though.
Don't fall, honey child. Yes, we gotta get our boots up.
No, we're gonna figure this out.
Look,
check my story in like 2.2 seconds.
I'm turning off
thank
the
you.
side. Yeah, so we got 5 minutes before we go to commercial break, but I wanted to ask you, where do you see yourself? I know that you don't know what God has planned for you, but if you could see it, where would you see yourself in 3 years from now? What do you see yourself doing in 3 years?
It's interesting because honestly, I've been in such a blessed space where I've been just within this year, even in quarantine, where it's like I feel like I would be doing a lot of the things that I'm doing now, just on a much more amplified scale.
Yeah, I was gonna say more elevated, honey.
Yes. So still like writing and recording my own music, writing and recording for other artists. I'm working with an R&B duo right now called Crystal China.
Woo!
They actually have a recent release, so y'all should check them out.
Crystal China.
Exactly. Working with community organizations and California Arts Council grant initiatives. And so just making sure that communities have accessible art and venues and spaces. So
this energy right now is just like I'm trying to hold it together. This is like
she's holding her hands, so she's like, I'm just
oh my God. You see, I'm rocking. I'm like, okay. You are watching Talks with Nita Bee right here on World Tuned Radio. And tonight I have this awesome, beautiful young lady, Miss Celeste Butler, with me, and we are chopping it up. We're gonna take a commercial break and we'll be right back. And we're gonna get into some more of just everything that she's doing. I'm gonna have to have her back again on second run. But man, you're watching Talks with Nita Bee. We'll be back right after this. Oh my gosh. Oh my
World Tune Radio, where the world tunes in.
Did you hear what she said?
You know
what? I heard.
Man.
Oh no, he didn't.
Word on the street.
Girl, yes, she was working in the street.
And you and everybody else listening.
Crazy.
Hey, this is Nita Bee. Talks with Nita Bee. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
I just want to live forever. I just want my shit together. I just want to ride away. I just wanna ride away. I just wanna.
Instincts going no, looking bad like a bat with an eye patch. All black through the woods with a backpack and a lit match. Spark one time, get the whole city looking like a dark shade of orange when I burn it down. What it is, what it do, hope. And everybody looking at me while I got them all in my sights. Picking them off, taking them out, looking like daylight in the night. And I'm killing so many if they really wanna get involved. And everybody falling from the elevator, now I'm bright rice in this. It's like a rice and take a bite, it's nice. And I have a nice time with it. By the time that it finds the way to the right side of him, not even a Heimlich can save him. A selective finger to you imbeciles. Tell me what's been getting into you, envy will kill you. She said I'm a gentleman, I admit a lot of women set up on my ottoman. I don't give a damn like an auto with no time to kill. I'm a feeling like the opposite of work, it's a work. And it never been a purpose thing to me. I just do what I love and it works for me. So I'm breaking every check and put the money in the pushing me to be gunning to the finish and the getting of it. But everybody know I'm working in the sea, I do it differently. So only time will give me everything that I deserve, my end. Did you hear what she said?
You know
Well, I heard.
Man.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Word on the
Really?
street.
Girl, yes, she was working in the street.
And you and everybody else listening.
Crazy.
Hey, this is Nita Bee. Talks with Nita Bee. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
We just have a good time, honey child. I'm always coming back. So we are live right here on Talks with Nita B, and Celeste and I are talking and chopping it up. And I'm just like, Lord, have your way, however you want, whatever you want to do on this
Work it out.
Thursday.
it
Yes,
out.
work it out. Work it out, Lord. So we talked about you, how you began in singing, how you discovered that you had a God-given gift, is what I'm going to call it, a God-given gift. And you grew up Pentecostal, so you know that there was some mercy and grace up in there singing. Listen,
Oh yes.
from Beyonce, because you know everybody named Mama got a suggestion from Beyonce
Right. But we
that's, you
still
know,
here.
in the church, you know.
We are still here.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I thought you was gonna say Whitney Houston. I believe the children.
Something, anything else, really, but it's fine. It's
Yes.
fine.
And then we know that Miss Celeste is are you're a graduate of
I
USC.
am
She
2 times.
girl,
2 times.
Lord reveal it.
Oh yeah. I did my
Wow,
bachelor's of music. Thank you so
congratulations.
much.
So proud
Thank
of
you so much.
Oh my gosh,
Yes, that
girl.
and it's wild because that was such a huge moment for me,
Yeah.
just being at USC those 5 years. But now looking back
And
on it, yes.
you know,
Yes.
I'm
I
just rubbing the
no, really. And
ash
actually, when I first got to my undergraduate program,
Mhm.
I was the only Black female student
Really?
at that time.
Wow.
At that time. And
Wow.
since there's been multiple who are incredible.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it was there was a learning curve there.
Mhm,
And I think,
mhm.
you know, being from Oceanside, growing up in
Mhm,
Oceanside
mhm.
and being right next to a military base,
Mhm.
there's every type of everybody
Yes,
here.
melting
Everybody.
pot. Yes, it
Yes.
is.
And
Yes.
so I was like, oh, okay. And then I also, my freshman year, ended up living on a specialty floor, which was
Oh,
called
wow.
Somerville. And
Okay.
it was like the African American student floor.
Oh, wow.
And
They had
so,
a
you
floor
know,
for us. A
they
special
did. They
department.
did. We
Okay.
needed community. We needed community. And
Wow.
so that was again a unique
Mhm,
experience
mhm,
as well,
mhm,
just because, like we
mhm.
said, growing up in such diverse places,
Yes, yes,
it was
yeah.
I was like, okay, wow, my eyes are just open in so many ways. But then now looking back, I'm like, Did I go to school?
Yeah. God, how you do that?
Come and gone.
Yes.
I mean, it was
yes.
a blink. Now
Wow.
looking
And you
back
did
on
it
it.
2 times.
I
2
did.
times.
I stayed there. My senior year of my undergraduate program, I'd gone through some different organizations, and
Mhm.
I started actually producing events and doing things in the community, and I felt
Mhm.
very passionate about that. And it
Mhm.
kind of was in cohesion with my minor, which was
Yeah.
music industry.
Yeah.
So I was learning like
That's
the
God
business.
again.
Like, yes.
God is opening doors
Yes.
constantly.
And I was like, okay, I want to figure out a way that I
Mhm.
can still do my artistry, but I feel there's more to learn
Mhm.
here that
Mhm.
I want to learn how to really impact the community, and I want to learn about policy, and I want to learn about identity and culture, and I want to do it in a structured way. Because it's like, I mean, you can learn so much without going to school, and I feel like that's that.
And
I
we know how
actually,
that can go.
yeah,
And what you have to do for that.
yeah, no, for real though. So
Yeah.
I was like, let me just, while I'm here in this
Yes,
structured
yes,
environment,
yes,
let me
yes.
just go ahead. And
Mhm.
they ended up creating, or it was the first year
Oh,
that they were launching the
wow.
master's of science program in arts
Wow.
leadership, and it was
Wow.
exactly what I wanted to do.
Mm.
I ended up taking a meeting with the dean, and I started asking him questions
She
about
said the D
it.
word. The dean.
Right, shout out to Ken Foster. He's
Oh,
incredible.
Mr. Foster, God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you, sir.
Yes.
And immediately, as soon as I left that meeting, just feeling his energy, and he really understood my vision and
Yeah.
what I wanted to do.
That's
And
very
I was like,
important.
okay, this is where I need to be. So let me just go ahead and stay here one more year. I'm already up here, and learn as much as I can. So I just was like, it really can be done in 2 years. We're
Yeah.
seeing where this is going.
Yeah.
And at that point I was really like, okay, I'm excited to be here at school, but I'm also ready to be done with school.
Yeah.
So let's just knock this out in 1
Yeah.
year and be
Wow.
on to the next thing.
Wow, that's awesome. And you talked about producing. So can
Yes.
we talk about that you produced a multimedia stage show, Harlem South? Got to get it right. A view through the lens.
Yes, actually that's perfect timing too, because I produced that while I was doing my master's.
Wow.
So a professor there, who's one of my dear mentors, Dr.
Give him
McCurdy,
a shout out. Give him a shout out.
Dr. McCurdy, Dr. Ron McCurdy.
Okay.
He genuinely, there's something so unique about him, because as intelligent and brilliant and as big of the visions are that he has, he also is very passionate about giving other people the opportunity to grow and to learn.
That's very important.
Yes, and
That's
I
very
feel like,
important.
especially in an academic environment, I think professors can often fall into the, okay, do this, do this, do this,
Right,
do
the
this.
structure.
I've been there. Let me just impart on you what I know, and you do it that way. He's not like that at all. He's like, I'm going to share with you what I know, but I want you to figure this part out, and I want you. So
Wow.
that was such a huge blessing. And so he wrote a script with one of his dear colleagues from UCLA. So it's kind of this come together moment. Come on, community.
Yes, yes.
So he ended up writing
together, unification.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the show is based in like the 1920s. This
Oh,
photographer
wow,
in
wow.
Columbia, South Carolina, named Richard Samuel Roberts. And he took these, no, get your drink on, get your drink on. So, and he took these portraits of like middle-class African-American families and individuals and buried it under the house. When he was, getting up there, he buried it under the house so that it would be kept safe. Years later, his grandkids found these photographs, and because he didn't really have it documented, no one knew who these photographs were.
Yeah, and all the dirt and everything, like,
yeah, no one knew who they were.
Wow.
And so we kind of took this idea, we took the portraits, and it's now like in a bound book, right? So we took the portraits and we basically just wrote monologues, kind of creating lives of these people based on what they looked like. And so they had,
that's so creative.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was genuinely amazing.
That?
And then he, composed underscore music underneath it. And so they had the live orchestra on stage with them. And then we had like actual visuals and video showing behind them as they acted out the monologue.
And this is all you.
Oh, no, not all me. Oh, no, we had a full team.
Okay.
I helped to produce it, but we had, the writer and the director, and we had the actors and the orchestra and the composer. So it was multiple roles.
Wow.
Look,
she said, I
Lord,
wish.
I mean, Lord, maybe one day, but
it is. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I'm gonna have back on him.
No, and it's funny because I actually enjoy working alongside team members.
Yeah,
like I
learned so much.
Yes. And so we debuted it at the Grammy Museum in LA, and Yeah,
That's big.
yeah, it was
Oh
so
my
beautiful. It was so
gosh.
beautiful. The
Wow.
actors, I mean, it really came together and
Mm.
they did such an incredible job.
Did
So
your parents get to attend
yes,
this?
my
Okay.
my brother
Uh-huh.
actually,
Uh-huh.
Preston Butler the third.
Preston. Hey, Preston. Hey.
He's an actor. He's a professional actor,
Okay. I did
amongst other
read
things.
that. Yes.
Yes. So he
Yes.
actually was in the show as one of
Wow.
the actors, and then my mom, and she brought her friends and
Mm-hmm.
family.
Look at
So
my baby. That's
yeah,
my baby right
exactly.
there. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, but my
Mm-hmm.
mom, she sings and she writes and she does
Yes. I was
everything.
gonna ask you
Yes,
about that. Like,
yes.
I know that you said that you had everybody in the family growing up in the church and whatnot.
Mhm.
So just sidetracking for a second, has your mom, has she done any accomplishments, accolades as far
Oh yes.
as singing with Aretha
Right.
Franklin, or I don't.
Is she Aretha Franklin?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, is she Aretha
nah, nah, nah. I mean,
Franklin? So
Aretha is up there, but my mom, she the
yeah,
bomb. My
yeah,
mom is the bomb.
yeah.
But
That's the
no,
right answer. I
she
always say about your mama now. Yes, that's
no,
right.
but no, she does. She does sing, and she's done a lot in church.
Oh
And her
wow.
her sisters also
Hmm.
sing, so they used to
Hmm.
travel around as a group and sing.
Oh
But actually,
wow.
she's recently a published author. So she has
Mom,
a book out called
congratulations.
Triumphant in the Trenches. And so you can
Shout out
get that
mom's
on
name so they
Amazon.
can look it up. Shout
Yep,
out her name.
Catherine A. Butler.
Catherine, Miss Butler. God bless you.
Yes,
God
yes.
bless you.
So yeah, yeah,
Wow.
my dad. I mean, everyone has so much going on. So
Yeah.
it's been really incredible just
Okay.
to see how we
Talented.
right how everyone
Talented.
kind of has their
Yes.
moment and their
Yes.
shine, and we'll be in our family group text like shouting each other out. Okay, they have this
Wow.
on this day. They
Send a
have this on
voice
this day.
clip.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh
Ah!
yes, we have figured out voice memos.
Oh
So
wow.
it's a whole
That's
situation.
awesome. Now speaking, before we took before the break, you talked about, writing and all of this. Have you written for anyone in particular that you can share that you've written for? Christine Aguilera, Lionel
Honestly,
Richie.
Lionel, shout out to
Yeah.
Lionel. Look, I'm gonna speak that into existence.
Yes, yes.
I
Bring it
wouldn't say that
forth
there's
in the night.
necessarily
Bring
like
it forth.
specific names. A lot of up and coming artists, so people who have projects that are gonna be coming out here
Mhm,
shortly.
mhm.
But a lot of it has been we just did a commercial I wrote with B Major, Brandon Brown, and
Okay.
Knuckles is the other producer.
Okay,
So
okay.
they can see that it's out online. It's called Bubbles, is the
Bubbles.
brand. So
Okay.
that
Yes,
commercial is
yes.
out now. But
Oh, wow. Awesome. Now, who is your favorite artist? Any genre? Who is
ooh.
the person that's in your ear right now in your car, that you listen to that gets you through the day? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Can I have a few?
Yeah, you
One
have
is
a
so
few.
hard.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me see. Okay,
Go
obviously
ahead,
Shaka
because they gonna
Khan. We've
call you.
established. We've
They
established.
all gonna call you. Go ahead.
Right. We've established Shaka Khan.
Yes.
I'd definitely say Whitney Houston as well.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Stevie
Okay. Okay.
Wonder,
They won't be
Prince.
calling you,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Beyonce. I mean,
Yeah.
it is. I listen to a lot of like just day to day.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of funk, soul, disco.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
also, I mean, just because I'm like in the current music, I
Mhm.
listen to a lot of current artists and stuff
Mhm.
too. And I
Mhm.
actually love finding new artists and like
Yes.
hearing
Aren't
what's
they
on the yes,
original? And the original is the best.
yes.
So when you start writing and everything and you start producing and
Hmm.
your album comes out,
Yes,
somebody will say, "Oh, this is a new artist. I want, you never know.
exactly.
Once this pandemic is over, she's gonna be opening up for Beyonce
Yes,
and
amen. Amen.
Christina Aguilera,
It's so
Mary
it's
J.
wait, is Christina one of
Blige."
your favorite artists? Because
No, but I don't know why she keeps coming up in my spirit.
I'm like, okay, I'm accepting that call. I feel it. I feel it here. I feel
she
it here. She gonna be
she
calling
in
you
my
like,
spirit,
Nita,
like
I'm
the.
gonna need you to come be my
Yeah, I wish
look,
she would
something.
call.
Look, she'll be like, I'm trying to start a podcast. I need help. Hook
Miss
me.
Christina Aguilera, call me, call
Call me.
me. Um, no, but she just keeps coming up. I don't know why, but I just keep saying, hearing
Yes.
that.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to the praise report. I'm be like, I knew it. I
Right?
called it. I called it. I knew she was gonna call
Yes,
you.
yes. So those are persons that you love to. Those are your favorite artists.
Mhm.
Who is somebody that you would love to collaborate with? Be on their album and vice versa. They
Oh,
like when if
that's
you had an
such a good
album out
question.
and you had a opportunity to
Mm,
work with anybody, who would it be?
that's such a good. Oh, okay. Definitely Kirk Franklin.
Oh my gosh, he's wild. I love Kirk. I listen
Yes.
to him every morning.
Yes.
Hosanna
Forever.
forever, we worship you. Okay, let me stop. Okay, because I can't sing,
No,
but
literally.
only in the
Like,
shower.
yes, I want to work with Kirk and I want to work with Ty Tribbett. Like, I feel like their
Oh
musical
my gosh,
minds
yes, they're
just
radical. They are radical,
phenomenal.
and they think out the box.
Yes, and
They
they
think
can
out the
like
box.
they blend genres so well.
Yeah,
And I feel like
yeah.
that would be
And their
incredible.
beats are just like, and they
Bar
have the
none.
perception, and I love how they make it because I think that Kirk Franklin, he got a lot of heat, bless his heart, but he really brought that gospel up to a
Yes.
whole nother level.
Yes.
Because me growing up, I ain't gonna date myself, but I'm just saying, my great
Don't do
grandmama
it.
was like,
Don't do it.
come on in the
No
room.
room.
I
Oh,
say,
oh,
come on.
in the room. Okay.
So that was, and I was like, wow. And so when Kirk came out and he was talking about brighter day and,
Yes.
and just the
Yes.
revelation and just all of this rebirth. Sorry, revelation. I had a
We knew
revelation,
what we
but
knew it was.
rebirth. And I was like, oh, this man,
He
the
did
bomb.
it. He did
is
it.
the
Yes.
bomb. And he stood up for what he believed in. And you can listen to his music from his first album
From the first album.
and just be like, melodies from heaven. We
Mhm.
are conquerors.
Mhm.
Oh, silver and
No, literally.
gold.
I mean, and
Oh
that's the
my
thing too about his albums. It's
gosh.
like you can listen to them straight through.
Yeah.
Like there's
yeah.
enough diversity on there where you're
And
not like, okay, like
connect.
I've heard this song like
And
5 songs ago. It's like
yeah.
everything is different, but there's
Yes.
cohesion.
Yeah.
Like,
And he takes snippets of, the secular
mhm,
music to connect it so that people can engage and be like,
mhm.
okay, it's okay to love Christ.
Yep.
Christ loves me and I'm listening to this and I'm not going to go to hell or
Yeah.
damnation. And
Yeah.
and he makes it okay, and his stuff is the truth. So
Yes.
yeah.
And I think it's funny because I feel like Kirk was one of the first to really start taking like secular sounds
Yes,
and
he
samples and like putting
was.
it in gospel.
Yeah.
But now it's completely the opposite,
Yeah.
where secular artists are now
Yeah.
like taking from gospel songs and hymns and
Yeah.
like putting that in their music.
The devil.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
that's not where I was going, but okay.
Oh,
No, but I
she's like, you said it, I
said
did, and
the
I ain't,
devil.
a lot of people be like,
Oh
you need to start with the
my.
devil stuff, Nita. You really need to start with the devil stuff. But
That is hilarious.
but
No,
yeah.
but I love them. Bruno Mars would also
Oh my
be
gosh, I
another
love
person that
him.
just yes, his
Yeah.
whole team.
I
Like
love you,
his whole
Bruno.
team.
I
Yeah,
love you.
me
Call
too.
me.
Oh,
Call
call
me,
her.
Bruni.
Call her. Call
Call
me
me,
for work.
Bruni.
Call me
Call
for work.
me. I wanna be in just one of his videos dancing. I
Yeah,
love how
yeah, the
he
little
collab.
get the
Yeah,
little
he
throwback
is a good
situation.
dancer.
Yeah,
I love
he
him.
is.
I love him.
He is.
Also I wanted to ask you, so what are you working on now? What would you like to share?
Okay, right. So, man, there's a number of things. Okay, I'll start with music.
Mhm.
I am working on a project right
Oh,
now, so I'm very
yay.
excited about that. It
Yay.
will likely be an EP,
Mhm.
like very like disco funk soul. I'm putting all that
I'm
together,
the
so there's
first. I'm
gonna
gonna
be
get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
yes,
Yes.
please. I'm
Oh
very
my
excited about that.
God.
I think just the timing is right, and I think that because I write in so many different styles and
Mhm.
sounds, and
Well, speaking of which, and I'm sorry to interrupt
no,
you.
please do.
What do you usually, does your music, your writing, does it
Mhm.
come from personal experiences, or I was watching Unsung yesterday last
Mhm.
night, and Switch,
Okay.
which I didn't even know that Switch was a part of the DeBarge family, because
Did I know that? Did I know that? I don't
Bobby
think I knew that.
DeBarge was the hit singer
Right.
in the group Switch, and that song "I Call Your Name," I was like, you know what?
He said it's all clicking now.
It is. It's all clicking now. But he would El DeBarge said that Bobby had a gift in writing, and he
Mm.
would take people's experiences, other
Mhm.
people's experiences. So what are your writing? Where does it
Yeah.
come from?
It's honestly a combination. I
Mhm.
think that the instances and the times that it's a personal experience, a lot of
Mhm.
the times I'm not going in like, oh, this happened to me, I
Right.
want to write about it.
Yeah.
Typically, I realize after I write the song,
Mhm.
oh, I definitely just went through that. Or
Yeah.
like it become clear to me after I write the song.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I write a lot about observations or like conversations that I have or things that I'm feeling or
Mhm.
anything really. Like I'm inspired by other music,
Mhm.
by movies,
What about love?
by love as well. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that that's like so core, and there's so many
Yeah.
different types of love and
Yeah.
ways that you experience
Yeah, it
love
is.
that I
Yeah.
think there's
Yeah.
always going to be music
Yeah.
continuously written
Forever.
about love
Yes.
about love. So
Love songs. Yes.
yeah, so a
Oh
lot
my
of different things, but
gosh.
it's
Wow.
interesting because I've been, more observative of my writing process,
Yeah.
because before it's just like, okay, when I feel like writing, I write,
Yeah.
or like if I set aside time to write, I just
Yeah.
write.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, really, what are the pieces and the components that make up my
Mm.
writing style, and how
Mm.
do I get here? Because people
Mhm.
are now asking more frequently,
Mhm.
and I'm like, that's a great question. So
Mhm.
let me actually be very conscious about what I'm doing in those moments, in those
Mhm.
spaces.
Christina Aguilera, I'm gonna need you to. I don't know why. I'm gonna need you to call Celeste so
Yes.
she can get one of her songs so you can sing it. Pull
Yes.
it so you can sing it.
Yes, please.
No, seriously. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Christina
Christina,
Aguilera.
no,
I don't know
literally.
why she is literally
Yes.
like
I
in my
know. Look,
spirit.
we are all like 1 to 2 people away
Yeah,
from
yeah,
somebody. So
yeah.
I'm sure somebody who watches this is going to know
Right? Yeah.
somebody who knows Christina. That's all I'm saying. Hook it
Prayer
up.
going up.
Hook it up.
Yes.
Hook it up.
Yeah. And you all don't forget before don't forget Sunday nights, 8 p.m. ABC, American Idol. Celeste Butler is gonna be on there and she's gonna be singing her booty off and just gifted, just support, you know what I'm saying, because you want people to support you and buy the Girl Scout cookies. So we're just asking if you can just watch American Idol and support Miss Celeste Butler. Oh my gosh, which I didn't even know, because I was sitting waiting,
Right.
but now that it is ready, it has been to
Yes.
the forefront. We can do this now, and I'm
Yes.
excited about it.
Me
I'm so
too. Me
excited.
too.
Are you able to just talk just a little bit about the process of how you even got to American Idol? That's just it. Just like, how did you get to audition?
Right. So this year they did it a little bit differently because,
Mm-hmm.
typically for those shows, they do like open calls,
Yeah.
which if you're not familiar, open call is typically where they post the notice. And if
Mm-hmm.
there's a city near you, you just go out and you're like in line
Oh,
for like
in
hours
the
and you're just
rain,
excited, right?
you know?
Rain, sleet, or
Yeah,
snow.
yeah.
And you just, once it's your time, you get a number and you
Mm-hmm.
sing and you hope that you do well. This year was obviously much different because of COVID
Right.
and
Yeah, the
like,
pandemic. Yeah.
yeah, so the open call was done virtually. So
Oh,
we like
wow.
auditioned, and you audition for the producers first, which you would do in an open call.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you make it past that round, then
Mm-hmm.
you are able to audition for the actual celebrity judges.
And if you
So
make it past that round, you are blessed as well.
yeah, it's true. It's true because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know the statistics of how many people audition or
Mm-hmm.
do the open
A
calls, but
lot. It seems like a
yeah,
lot of
it's a
them.
lot of people.
Wow,
So
I'm so
now
proud of you and
it
happy
premiered
for
on
you.
Valentine's Day, and now
Love
it's, yes,
Day.
exactly. So
Yeah.
there's multiple episodes with auditions, and so I don't know,
Oh,
which
okay.
audition
I'm gonna go
episode I'm
check
going to
that
be
out. I'm gonna go
on,
check that
but watch every
out.
Sunday at
Yeah,
8
there
p.m.
you
so
go.
you
If
don't
you
miss
watch
it.
every Sunday, you'll see it. You'll know. Oh my gosh, this is just so amazing. You all just have no idea what is going on in my mind right about
I'm there with you. I'm there with
now.
you.
But thank you for sharing that, and thank you for just coming to be a part of Talks with Nita B on a Thursday night. And I am wishing you. I'm serious now. This right here, the Lord may just, show up, and if I just move the mic a
I'm moving
little
with you. I'm
bit,
moving with
you
you.
know,
Got the
I,
white cloth
and
ready somewhere?
right, and run,
Okay.
run, run, be like, Slayer in the spirit, Lord. But I'm just wishing you the best, Celeste. Seriously, I see you going in so many great places, and you remember this, that you talked about this, and this is just the beginning of your growth spurt, and you're going to grow, and God is going to just elevate you. Like, seriously, doors are going to open so wide, the hinges are going to fall off, nothing can be able to stop it. You know what I'm saying? It can't close back because the hinges are going to fall off, and you're just going to walk through those doors, and you'll never forget where you came from. You'll never forget how this started, your roots. You'll never forget, and you will exalt other people as far as bringing them up with you, and how you give the credit to the other people. And that's what God is just looking for, people that are going to be vessels used for him mightily and strong. And that's who you are, a leader in every aspect of the word. Okay, so enough about that.
Oh,
Uh
we got some tissues.
I'm telling you, if y'all could
Thank
just
you
feel this
so
energy
much.
right now, I'm I'm trying to keep
What
it
a
together. Keep it
blessing.
together.
What
I'm
a
serious.
blessing.
And I'm not just saying that because she's already on the show,
No.
so we're about to wrap it up.
Yeah.
But I'm serious, like just sitting here, girl, I don't know what, like just your spirit is so positive, and I just see so many great things happening. I just see so many great things happening from the album, from working with the collaborators, in the studio. People are going to come by, just different people coming by and just, just helping you to move along to where God needs you to be. And this is a God driven purpose. It's a God driven purpose. And the thing that I see also too, not being a storyteller, fortune teller, or whatever, I just see this as like, the more praise that you give to God, the more he's going to elevate you and bring you in a higher realm. And you will never forget him. You'll always acknowledge him first. You'll always acknowledge him. The word says, keep God first, acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will add unto you. And everything that you have, you're gonna be so grateful for that. And that's where he's going to add unto you even the more. So on that note, do you have any shout outs before we end this real quick?
I'm like, wait, I need a moment to just like soak all of that. Yes, you better speak life. Speak life. Thank
I decree and declare
so
it. Yes,
much.
I decree and declare.
I truly appreciate it. Well,
yeah.
Honestly, like, firstly, thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
It's
Thank
been
you
such
for
a blessing
being
getting to
here.
talk to you. Y'all haven't seen all the little in between
I know
breaks,
the
but we be
background
acting
of
up.
that. Yeah, we've been acting up.
No, but I
honey.
truly do appreciate it. World Tune Radio. And it's funny because I didn't mention this earlier, but this is a complete full circle moment because I think one of my first radio interviews was on World Tune Radio in 2013.
Oh my goodness.
So it's come
that's so
completely
awesome
full circle. So
and
yeah, shout out to the
amazing.
parks and just for allowing me to be a part of the World Tune family.
Thank you, Chris and Ryan, for making us always look so beautiful on here. Yes, yeah.
Yes, shout out friends and family. I do want to say thank you to everyone who's been texting and calling and commenting and posting and resharing. I see all of that, and I truly am so appreciative. Please keep tuning in, keep watching. There's so much more in store. My family, I mean, they've been in this thing with me from day one. So shout out my family, and I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what God is cooking up.
Yes, and he's doing it, honey child. He's working behind the scenes. Yes, he is. Yeah, his hands is moving in there. He's making a way. He's going before you and preparing a way in favor, protection, mercy, and grace and goodness and all of that stuff that God has for you. So on that note, catch me on Saturday. I am going to be here, Talks with Nita Bee, with my former co-host, Miss Mocha Rose, and we're gonna chop it up. She got some stuff that she gonna come and share with us. And in the meantime, continue to have a wonderful and awesome week. And good, better, best, never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. So on that note, take care. God bless you and have a good night. Thank you for watching Talks with Nita Bee right here on World Tuned Radio. Mwah! Bye, y'all.
Bye.
World Tune Radio, where the world tunes in. The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Did you hear what she said? You know what? Well, I heard.
Man.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Word on the
Really?
street.
Girl, yes. She was working in the street.
And you and everybody else listens.
Crazy.
Hey, this is Nita Bee. Talks with Nita Bee. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.